Like I said before, this is all being recorded in one kind of session, continuous, getting all the parts. I am Zakiri Jokum, and this is Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards for the N64! Anyway, we're at the castle of Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee? Waddle Dee does not have a castle. What are you talking about, Saki? Of King DDD. That's what castle we're at. Anyway! We have Rocketman, whose name... That's a Bobo! I know that's a Bobo, because Bobo are awesome. And that is a Sir Kibble. So I know that. One thing, I also played what was it? Kirby Superstar a lot when I was little too, because I kind of like Kirby. I didn't play much of the other ones though. But I might will on this channel, I don't know. I have a lot of stuff on my plate already, so I don't need to be making plans. Anyway, the enemies that were in that game that you got as partners, I do know their names. Most of them did not make it into here. But that is a Sir Kibble, and I know that. Those pink things were the night was. Anyway, Double Cutter, you're going to want that for this, because that's the only way to get the power for the crystal. That's the secret from the power. Also, it makes mincemeat of those night enemies. Yes, but what I was saying before, I think in the last episode, probably watching this on Game Anyone anyway, and this will all be in a continuous part. I'll just start the conversation over again. Also, these birds won't ever hit you. The Sir Kibble might, because I stupidly sent it the wrong way. I was just jumping over him. Anyway, almost every level has basically some power requirements to get some of the Crystal Shards, which most of them I do on the first time, although you will see later there will be cuts, like my health on one side of a room going through will not equal the health that was on the other side. That's because I forgot I didn't forget what the actual part, because I made sure I knew what it is in between each time. I used a list guide that I made before, and made sure that each of them were on there. But I didn't necessarily remember if you get both of them in the level before you get to that point. Like this level you do, but in other ones you don't necessarily, but most of them you do. And I just wanted to make sure I showed all the levels in a continuous part. This is where you want it, and technically that's a single green block, so one cutter could work. It's the only thing, the double cutter goes through the ground, so it's the only thing that could hit it. If you have full health, Adeline will give you a 1-up. If you don't, she will give you... I'll just say Adeline from now on. Adeline will give you a maximum potato. No, a maximum tomato. And I guess there are cutter enemies on here, so I guess if you didn't get it, you still have a chance to go get that. But there was a crystal on top of that roof, so that's 2. But like I said, which I'll cover them when I cover them. If there's an inconsistency with what something is, like in between 2 parts of a level, which I try to make them sync as well as possible, like I was going through a door or whatever. I don't know if the music will quite sync though, but they might. I try to make them all sync well, but sometimes I'll come into a power, whatever. Most of them, the powers, just get them before you come into the level and try not to lose them. Everything else is inconsequential. Anyway, we got another boss battle! Can anybody see a pattern here? Somebody finds a crystal! Kirby wants the crystal. King DDD's still a jerk. There's a dark thing with an eye, and he's like, my crystal, stomp on your face. And then I turn you into my demon possession. Roar! Anyway, we got King DDD! He's pretty easy, actually. I think I actually get hurt a couple times in this fight. I don't think it's from this first part. I may be wrong. I think I get hurt here because I didn't remember how far he jumped. That's right. Which he'll jump to your position, so don't move and then like slide out of the way, or have a long way to go into it, or kind of get caught up against the wall. Like he'll do it here. Should have no problem. And there's first round. Second round, he floats in the air. A penguin that can fly! I make myself laugh. Anyway, this form of King DDD has 2 forms of attack. This one, which will give you stuff that you can shoot. Don't miss and have it go right above his head. Kind of hurt me. He also has Chomper Vision. Or not, I guess it's not vision. He's not really looking through his chompers, is he? He's kind of trying to eat you with his chompers. Although, just keep making sure... Ow, that's my face. He only takes 3 hits like he did with the other one. Although, the other one might have taken 4. I don't remember. Just hit him until he dies. That's my basic motto. And just to make sure he died. Anyway, and now, slide kicking! Oh yeah! Oh, good King, or good Waddle Dee, helping him up. But we gotta go, because I mean, we got stuff to do, and stuff. Come on. Fine, stay there, we don't care, King DDD. Oh, okay, fine. You and your little bunny coat can come too. And again, always trying to go for that card. Most of the time I miss. Like that. Although that's pretty good because the boss is coming up. That is right. The boss is coming up. That was a little weird. Anyway, this is the first boss, Wispy Woods. First form of it, he spits apples at you, which you can use as ammunition to fight off his little offspring. Just basically, you can stand in one position and continuously fire. Not Waddle Dee. I keep trying to say Waddle Dee. Wispy Woods will not actually shoot you. It's one thing though. You always stand either to your right or left, depending on which way you actually face him, which can also be applied here. Well, those will never hit you either, because it always goes out in front of him, and you always stand a little bit to your left or right. Those will never hit you either, unless you move into them. Anywho, Wispy Woods was pretty much a easy fight. I was gonna try to do this like perfect, just to give it another extra flair, like all of the bosses perfect. But as you saw there in the beginning, like for some reason, my apple missed for the second one against Wispy Jr. and he like knocked me in the face with his nose. So I was like, fine, screw it. I'm just doing all the bosses without powers. That's actually pretty hard on its own. Well, not for Wispy Woods. Wispy Woods is a piece of cake. Some bosses otherwise are a piece of cake, but then there are a few bosses, Arco, HR, that are kind of hard. At least I find them hard. I may make it look easy on this, but you know. And I did not mean to. Oh wait, I did mean to do that because I was gonna see if I can actually kill him with a side kick, but you can't. Which I was sad. Rain of apples! Actually, I almost got hit there again. But see, if I hadn't gotten hit by that Wispy Jr., I would have gotten this perfect. Anyway, grab the crystal and we get to go on our way. Get to leave Popstar. Through the crystal we see another portal to another dimension. Or a portal to another dimension. Or planet. I think it's the planet. Anyway, this is basically the end of the episode. Next time we will check out Rockstar. I'm Zachary Juggum. Please support GameAnyone.com. And I'll see you next time.